Baik, saya mulai. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, everybody, Bapak Ibu. Alhamdulillah, today we have special guest lecture from Italy. Special. I haven't been there.
In Italy.
Yeah.
It's nice. Yes, I recommend.
All right. We have Ben here with us. So he will introduce himself later on. But this is very special because Ben will share about the educational system in Italy, especially for elementary school education, and also for how they produce elementary teachers in Italy. Can you share that with us?
Yeah.
So here with us we have Ibu Professor Dr. Suryanti MPD as the head of the coordinator of doctoral program in elementary education. And we have Prof. Nadi Suprapto, PhD, as my co-teacher in this lecture. So please I let Prof. Suryanti to give opening speech for us. Silakan Ibu memberikan arahan untuk kami.
Oke, terima kasih Bu Neni. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat sore atau siang ya. Selamat siang dan salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Good afternoon, Mr. Ben. Pada siang hari ini kita ada kegiatan kuliah tamu untuk mata kuliah di S3 terkait dengan studi komparatif pendidikan dasar. Tetapi untuk kuliah tamu ini tidak hanya diikuti oleh mahasiswa S3, tetapi juga diikuti oleh mahasiswa S2 pendidikan dasar, mahasiswa S1 pendidikan guru sekolah dasar yang bergabung secara daring. Tapi teman-teman hari ini juga ada yang secara luring di kampus, khususnya di ruang sidang gedung O5. Tujuan kita untuk kuliah tamu ini adalah memfasilitasi teman-teman mahasiswa baik S1, S2, S3 untuk mendiskusikan, memperoleh informasi terkait pelaksanaan pendidikan dasar di luar negeri, khususnya di Italia, gitu ya. Yang awalnya kita narasumbernya adalah Mr. Anna, Mrs. Anna.
Anita.
Oh, Anita, sorry ya, Anita, karena beliau sakit sehingga alhamdulillah Mr. Ben bisa bergabung untuk diskusi dengan kita semua, begitu ya. Terima kasih Mr. Ben. Kemudian terima kasih juga saya sampaikan kepada Prof. Nadi dan Bu Neni selaku dosen mata kuliah studi komparatif di S3 gitu ya. Kami mohon untuk teman-teman bisa mengikuti dari awal sampai akhir dan nanti bisa dibuat resume kegiatan kita, mendapatkan apa hari ini dan nanti itu menjadi tugas mata kuliah baik di S1, S2 maupun S3. Oke, mungkin itu saja dari saya selaku koordinator program studi S3. Mudah-mudahan kegiatan ini membawa berkah untuk kita semua, baik untuk lembaga maupun untuk pengembangan diri kita semua. Oke, terima kasih. Kita awali kegiatan kita dengan membaca basmalah bersama-sama. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Oke, terima kasih. Saya akhiri. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Salam.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Suryanti, for the opening speech. And now we move to Prof. Nadi Suprapto, PhD, to give us instruction or assignment, yeah, for students, for our doctoral students here for, because this is our first meeting, yeah, Prof, yeah? Yeah, our first
Yeah.
meeting after the national
Okay.
election and the
Okay.
holiday. So please, Prof. Nadi, the time is yours.
Oke, thank you Bu Neni. Baik, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon everyone, especially Professor siapa Bu Neni? Ben.
Yeah, then.
Okay, from Italy. Okay, and the candidate of Professor Bu Neni, yeah, and all the students. So today we are very happy because we directly will discuss with the I say in Indonesia, ya, representasi Itali, ya, pendidikan Itali gitu ya. Oke, so based on the around the world, so we would like to know about the education around the world, and today we will learn from Italy, especially for elementary education, and we expect Professor Ben perhaps give us the information related to the curriculum, maybe educational level, regulation or policies in Italy, the plus, the minus, the pros, the cons of educational system, and even politics and its impact on education. Because as you know, now in Indonesia, we will deal with a new president, new minister of education. So maybe the politics in education is relevant to discuss with us. And finally, best practice. We also hope got from discussion today. And for the student, ya, jadi untuk semua mahasiswa tentunya nanti ini ya, apa namanya, ada penugasan presentasi, jadi belajar melakukan mini riset gitu ya, untuk mengkaji berbagai pendidikan yang mungkin ya di dunia ini. Jadi for all student, you will in group to present. Before present, you should do like a mini research, ya, mini research to explore the educational system, especially for elementary education in around the world. Last year we discussed, for example, in East Asia, Japan, and Taiwan, Hong Kong, Germany, and so on. Jadi gambarannya seperti itu, gitu ya. Ya, saya rasa itu saja, Bu Neni ya. Jadi yang kita tunggu ini penjelasannya apa, Profesor, sehingga nanti kita belajar banyak.
Yeah, thank you, Prof.
Oke,
Okay, now without further ado, we're gonna move to the only speaker here. Then let's introduce yourself first to us, and then the time is yours for now.
Okay. First of all, thank you, everyone, for this opportunity. My name is actually my name is Vladimir. I have a meaningful bad surname. It's it doesn't matter, yeah. But
Is it bad?
no. My nickname is Ben because before coming here, I teach 3 months in Thailand. But Vladimir was very difficult to pronounce. So
Vladimir.
I choose Ben. I choose my student to give me a nickname, and I choose just Ben. And I think it worked. Yeah, just call me Ben. Originally from Ukraine, I moved to Italy when I was 6. Um, Actually, I studied modern languages and culture, but I strongly believe in education. Um, mm, while studying in university, I understood that culture and education is a very powerful tool to change this society to left positive print in this world, in this life. And so let's say, I love education, and I wanted to travel to experience education abroad. So I went in Thailand, and in Thailand I teach for 3 months in Songkhla province. About the Italian educational system, um, it starts from 6 until 10, the elementary school. Then we have from 11 to 13 the middle school. And we have high school from 14 to 18 or 19. Um, Generally, I think we have efficient educational system. From my point of view, we only have a very theoretical approach in contradiction to other European countries like Denmark, Sweden, which have a more practical approach. And I think their approach prepares students to be a more competent and prepared in a more holistic view. The students to be competent in life. Uh, I think it's not a case that the Scandinavian educational system is considered the best of the world. So I think from that point of view, maybe the critic I want to do to the Italian educational system is that it's too theoretical. We study a lot of theory, especially in this field. But in all the schools, and yeah, we should follow I think like the approach of our Scandinavian teachers. Yeah. And maybe I can express also my opinion from what I saw about Thailand and from what I feeling maybe about in general Southeast Asia. I noticed that the private, some private schools have a very high level. They have a lot of devices, a lot of support for teaching, but instead there is a big gap with the public medicine, especially in rural areas away from the capital city. That's what I experienced in Thailand. So I visited some private school where the level was like it felt to be in a university or in an elementary school. But then in my school, sadly, there was there wasn't a lot of devices, instruments, and yeah, it had like just like a just education kind of more of paper than on reality, and it didn't felt very like efficient. So that's maybe one critic I can do about I think about education system in Southeast Asia and Thailand. Yeah. Then I don't know if you have any questions.
Okay, perhaps we can open discussion with others, sir. Let me explain first in Indonesian what we just explained. Jadi beliau ini adalah Oke. Jadi Ben menjelaskan bahwa educational system di Italia itu dimulai dari umur 5 tahun sampai 10 tahun itu SD. Salah saya. 12. Terus 13 sampai 15 itu SMP, 16 19 SMA sama ya. Terus school year-nya itu atau tahun ajaran barunya mulai Januari. Approach-nya itu mereka sangat apa istilahnya kalau kita bilang konvensional atau apa ya, karena gaya-gaya Skandinavian yang ada di situ, jadi terlalu teoretik dan dia mengkritik hal tersebut, nggak bisa luas gitu ya pendidikannya itu menurut dia. Nah, karena dia punya pengalaman mengajar di Thailand selama 3 tahun, jadi dia tahu bedanya kayak istilahnya sistem pendidikan di Italia di Eropa sana dengan yang di Thailand atau Southeast Asia atau ASEAN. Nah, di Thailand itu dia menemukan kesenjangan yang sangat antara sekolah swasta dengan sekolah negeri sama ya. Dimana di sekolah swasta di sana itu komplit banget, terus sarana prasarananya juga banyak. Nah, kalau di public school itu apalagi yang jauh dari pusat kota itu sangat memprihatinkan kata dia. Terus kesimpulan dia tentang sistem pendidikan di ASEAN yang dalam hal ini dilihat dari Thailand adalah terlalu on paper base gitu ya. Jadi semuanya itu harus ditulis, harus direkap gitu ya. Gurunya juga punya kegiatan administrasi mungkin. Jadi yang dia masuk. What do you mean by on paper based education that you mentioned about Thailand? Yeah. Too many administrative ways for teachers or
think I mean that the curriculums have a lot of goals, but maybe goals that can be even reached with with instruments that the school has. So yeah, I felt that a lot of information, a lot of
concepts
with students, but even just maybe too many, they can even catch them, and not so many resources to actually maybe to teach these goals in an efficient way.
So if you want to be a teacher in Italy, what kind of education you should
So for being a teacher, for example, in kindergarten, you need to study early childhood education.
In which level? Undergraduate?
Yeah, undergraduate. Yeah, the same for primary school. You need to study pedagogy or science of education. Then just a bachelor degree. But instead, if you want to teach in the high school or in the secondary high school, you can be a specialist in the sector, discipline, but you need 60 credits. CF2.
6 years?
60. You need 60 credits.
Or 60 credits.
Yes. To be to have in these credits, you will have the competencies for like in pedagogy subjects to be able to teach to students. So yeah, that's the way to be a teacher of
So in
particular.
total, how many years you need to study to become a teacher?
To become a teacher for elementary school or kindergarten, you need at least 3 years. You need at least a
For the
bachelor degree.
pedagogical disciplines, for the pedagogical units, and then so you don't need like those 60 credits.
no, if you start directly in a faculty of education directly or become a teacher, no, you don't need this. These 60 credits are already in the program. But if you are if you study a particular discipline and then you want to teach, you need this additional 60 credits.
And that's about like 2 semesters, like 1 year.
That's about 1 year. 1 year, yeah. Before, we only needed 24, so it was very easy to get. But then they extended the credits, I think because I think teaching is something like very responsible. So I think it's better to have more competencies even about psychology and pedagogy to deal with the students. So yeah, from this year, 2024, they added this credit, and now they have 60 credits. Yes.
So it started from 24 credits and they up it
Yeah,
to
yeah.
60
And
credits.
last year you only needed 24 credits. It was very easy to
Yeah, it's
get.
getting difficult, yeah?
Yeah, now it's getting difficult, but I think it's better now because the future teachers will have more competencies. Yeah, so I think this is better.
So why don't prospective elementary teachers got these 60 credits while they are teaching as the home teacher, where they have to teach all subjects at once? Why do they don't get the 60 credits? I mean, for example, here in our elementary education program, we set the multidisciplines, all disciplines that the prospective teacher will teach in a classroom. So they have science, mathematics, and other disciplines together that they have to master within the study years. So, but not in our case, not in Italy.
No, not in the case. Yeah, like I said, they already have the program which has already this deal already with topics of the 60 CO2 credits. Yeah. That's something additional that only it's a specialist of discipline to do. But the other already have that graduates and that majors in their programs.
Let me explain to them first. In bahasa ya. Jadi di Italia itu untuk menjadi guru itu harus menempuh 3 tahun ya. Kalau untuk jadi guru, kalau levelnya TK dan guru SD itu cukup 3 tahun dan mata kuliahnya itu terkait dengan ilmu pendidikan saja. Jadi kayak pedagogi gitu kan, prinsip-prinsip pedagogi, pengajaran. Ada juga sih disiplin ilmunya, tapi nggak spesifik belajar matematika misalnya atau apa. Semuanya di-embed di dalam ilmu pendidikan yang diajarkan. Dan itu masa tempuhnya 3 tahun. Nah kalau misalnya ingin jadi guru untuk disiplin ilmu tertentu, misalnya ingin jadi guru matematika saja yang bisa mengajar di SMP atau SMA, itu mereka akan dapat tambahan 60 SKS yang ditempuh dalam masa 1 tahun, yang spesifik terkonsentrasi bidang ilmu yang mau disasar aja. Kalau apa namanya tahun lalu itu masih 24 SKS tambahannya, tapi tahun ini ditambah 60 SKS. Supaya dan Ben itu merasa bahwa itu lebih bagus, supaya gurunya lebih kompeten dalam mengajar bidang studi tersebut. Itu. Ada yang mau ditanyakan? Oke, Pak Nanto. Oke, boleh Pak. Silakan. Ya, SD juga. Ilmu pendidikan.
Itu menarik karena menurut saya pendidikan kita itu masih belum dikasih. Jadi bagaimana pelajaran yang betul-betul tahu sudah masuk ke para guru yang profesional.
Oke, so Pak Sunanto. Yes, there is a question as well from Prof. Suryanti, but okay, Prof, I go to Prof. Sunanto. Question first. Pak Nanto first, yeah, Prof. Okay, Pak Nanto asked about is that enough for example, for the prospective early childhood teachers to get those only science of education during those 3 years, or do you think like do the mereka butuh nggak yang lain gitu ya? How the curriculum that happen for the early childhood teachers and primary school teachers?
Personally, I think it's enough because the point is that in Italy we don't have a quick generation, let's say, switching. So a lot of young the problem is in Italy is that it's really hard to, let's say, to become a teacher and have and to get a work for the state. So you have to. There is a big. There are a lot of selection, and it's not very hard to get that. So many teachers are, let's say, very.
Yeah.
So very teachers are, let's say, very mature. They are nearly to go to retirement, so they are even less motivated to work. They are even less. They understand less the students. There is a big gap. So I think we should make this system more dynamic and quicker, and then maybe the educational system should do some courses, maybe to integrate every time and make the and adopt a lifelong learning system, and to finance, for example, additional courses for teachers. But I think it's enough. Yeah, 3 years are enough for let's say for teaching in kindergartens and primary schools.
Do you have any such kind of like teacher professional program in your country? So yeah.
Yeah. We have them. For the high school, you can choose Lyceum, which will prepare you for university. We have the classical Lyceum, we have the language Lyceum, for example, and scientific Lyceum. They are very good from the theoretical approach. Then we have the technical high school, with um, we have technical and then vocational, which is directly professional. In the technical, you can, for example, learn about, for example, architecture, about economy, and then in the vocational, you can learn directly in the field for learn a profession, like for become a plumber, for become a waiter, bartender, school like that. Yeah, but I think the good thing is that, especially for the technical high schools and the vocational, part of the program is dedicated to work. You have to work at least 500 hours during the last 3 years of the high school, and that's called, in Italian it's called alternanza scuola-lavoro. It's meaning that part of the studying is doing on the workplace. So you.
What teacher will get after that study, after that professional program?
You mean the students, what certificate they will get? They will get a certificate, a diploma, which which will allow them to apply for a university, for every kind of job. But of course, I think, from a point of view of the possibilities like that this certificate will give them, they will have all the possibilities. So no restriction. But the only thing is that you will struggle, for example, for university. And on the other hand, the lyceums can prepare you very well for university. We have a very good level of lyceums in Italy from the theoretical point of view. So when we apply for a university in that field and we already studied that sector, it's very easy for us. Yeah. I think this is why maybe Italian students are appreciated around the world, because we have very strong theoretical.
Saya bisa dengarkan laporan dari Kapolda Inovasi dan Teknologi.
So perhaps I can explain a little bit about our teacher professional program here. So student, whether if they fresh graduate from the university, for example, if they want to become a primary teacher, then they have to do 4 years in the university level for undergraduate program. And then they can continue to do the teacher professional program for about 1 year, for 1 year. And then after that, they will get certificate to teach. But mostly like student from the undergraduate program, they can go directly to schools and teach, but they will not get any additional incentive or additional salary if they don't go to the teacher professional program. Do you have such program in your country?
I think like the structure, the philosophy about that is similar. So we can, with an undergraduate certificate, they can teach, but it's the same like you explained. So they won't get any how to say, any like additional salary, things like that. But they like formally they can they are allowed to teach. Yeah.
Okay, so you also have a program after
Yeah,
undergraduate
of course, of
program,
course.
and that's for how many years?
For 2 years generally.
2 years.
Yeah, for 2 years. Yeah.
Ya, jadi di Italia punya PPG gitu ya, dan programnya selama 2 tahun untuk dapat sertifikat pendidik. Tapi sama dengan di kita, jadi lulus S1 juga bisa langsung ngajar, gitu, sama aja. Tadi yang sebelumnya aku nggak paham yang dijelasin apa, kayaknya beda konteks. Yang sebelum yang tentang lesium, about lesium, is it happen before students go to the university? Lesium, yeah. So you go to do lesium before you go to the university? Oh, jadi dia kayak bridging program gitu ya, tapi mempersiapkan calon mahasiswa untuk bisa masuk ke tingkat universitas gitu. Mereka punya namanya lesium itu tadi. Makanya bagi dia lesium itu keunggulannya sistem pendidikan di Italia. Kenapa? Karena makanya itu yang membuat siswa-siswa di Italia itu nilainya tinggi dan bisa siap masuk universitas dari manapun dia berada gitu. Nanti di level lesium ini juga ada klasifikasinya, yang dari vokasi atau dari teknik gitu ya. Tapi tekniknya dia beda sama kita. Tekniknya tuh dia nyebutin tadi contohnya kayak ya pendidikan teknik apa gitu ya, dan ekonomi juga masuk ke yang teknikal ini tadi gitu. Nah tuh terus setelah itu lost. Oh my goodness. Okay, Ben. Any any question? Silakan. Lesium itu untuk calon mahasiswa. Ya. Calon guru itu mereka yang 3 tahun kuliah dan tambahan PPG 2 tahun. Nah. 3 tahun kuliah. Gitu, Pak. Lyceum is a category of educational institution defined within the education system of many countries, mainly in Europe. The definition varies. Oh ini, Prof. Nadi try to look for the definition of lyceum ya. So you can check to the chat box. Yeah. And there is one, what is it? Comments from Prof. Suryanti. Oh, okay. Prof. Suryanti asked about how many credits that students can get in the elementary teacher, in the primary teacher program in total for 3 years.
Total, usually.
Bulina.
Usually all the bachelor's degree in Europe, they have 180 credits. Yeah.
180 SKS, Prof. 180 SKS untuk guru ya, calon guru selama 3 tahun. In 3 years. Ya, selama 3 tahun. And do you have like a specific subjects such as mathematics or science for prospective elementary teachers? Yeah.
Yes.
How many credits for that?
I think the 2/3 of the credits are specifically to teaching disciplines. Yeah. So I think around between 100 and 120.
The other 60 credits go to the science of education. Oh,
Yes.
jadi 180 SKS total, yang 120 itu bidang studi. Pendalaman bidang studi, yang 60 baru yang mata kuliah ilmu pendidikannya. Pak Minto. We have like the head of curriculum program here. Pak Minto Hari.
In Indonesia, the division of credits.
Jawaban Pak. Pak, di Indonesia berapa kreditnya? PGSD total. We have 140 credits. Yang pendidikan sama yang bidang studi. Yang pendidikan tok berapa? More than 40 credits goes for science of education, and the others go to mana Pak? The disciplines that students have to achieve.
The proportion is similar, but you have 140 in 4 years. Okay. Yeah, I think it's relative. Maybe we have too much. Maybe you have too less. Yeah, it depends, and it depends by each university. So. Yeah, but yeah, maybe they are too much. I think maybe we should take some of the credits and instead do more internships in school, do more projects, things like that. Yeah, but already some of the credits, some of the 180 credits are let's say part of the internship. Yeah, like I said, is actually part of the credits. So yeah.
Masuk magang itu ya Pak ya, 180 tadi sama ya kita juga. Ya. Ini tadi Bapak bilangnya enggak gitu. Berapa? Ya berapa dong? Ya, berapa? Oh, oke. 140. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah. So we just change our curriculum in the higher education, and then we've got like 140 credits for prospective elementary teachers, and 60 credits for those 60 of 140 credits go for what is it, the disciplines, and we feel that that's not enough for students to understand the concepts. And then the other 80 go for the science of education, and we just changed that composition currently. Ya, kita baru gantikan itu Pak ya.
This composition is better than the previous.
We think that we need more credits for students to engage in understanding the concepts, because there are a lot of misconceptions in the field if they are teaching. So, for example, if they teach mathematics, they don't really get it, like they don't really understand the concepts, and we struggle with that with teachers in the field. Ada pertanyaan lagi? Iya, Pak Nanto. Lithium, ya, lithium. Hah? Oh.
fokusnya di seni. Ya. Why the focus on lithiums having so much portion in what is it, arts and cultures, yeah, in Italy.
Uh, mhm. I think because they are some school like very like mm, specific. I think also that in Italy it's kind of like we are proud of our cultural heritage about maybe Romans, about Greeks. So we want to transmit that and continue transmitting that. So, for example, in many lyceums we study Latium and Greek. So for that reason, I said that maybe our approach is too much theoretical. So we are studying that languages that nobody speaks nowadays anymore. But we still having this approach. I think it's kind of identity approach. We are proud of our cultural heritage. So I think maybe it's more that. Yeah.
Ya, karena mereka itu bangga banget dengan masa lalunya sebagai bangsa besar kan, Romania, terus Greek itu apa sih? Yunani.
Yunani, ya, Romawi, Yunani.
Jadi dia ingin meneruskan itu ke generasi berikutnya, sehingga lisiumnya tuh lebih dibanyakin ke kultur, ke bahasa daerahnya gitu kan ya. Karena dia nggak ingin teman-teman lupa Wadek, we're associate dean over there. So, jadi itu Pak, karena alasannya itu dia sangat bangga banget dengan kulturnya. Don't you think that your nation will be like left behind because you don't concern on technology?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I think that is let's say our system is too rusty. So we study useful things, maybe useful for develop your I don't know, your philosophy, your things, your culture. But we are leaving behind practical practical approaches teaching. For that reason, I said that one critic that I want to to do is that we have a too much theoretical approach. So I met a psychologist in Sweden, and she was working with schools. She's from Poland, and in Poland they have a practical approach. Sorry, a theoretical approach, kind of like Italy. And when she moved to Sweden, she saw the program, and there were subjects like house maintenance, how to ask for a bank account, how to sometimes do the laundry, things like that. And she thought that her. Yeah. But I think that curriculum really works actually, because first of all, you need to be focused. Educational system should teach youngs to live, how to solve everyday problem. So that will make develop their problem solving. But if you and then you will have the you will be confident in life, and you can study maybe more specific cultural topics. So when you feel confident, then I think you can study Greek language, Latin language. But when you start directly studying these big cultural topics, subjects, then you left behind these practical needs. And I think that thing you can see in our culture. So, for example, many many young people in Italy are afraid to go abroad because they are used to living with their family, with their mothers.
Have a Dutch friend, so he has a Italian girlfriend, and like Dutch people, I got my master degree in the Netherlands a long time ago, and this Dutch man went to Italy, and then to his girlfriend house, and like Dutch people, they usually doing everything by themselves. I mean the Dutchmen, and then they even like do cooking every day and laundry every day. And then when he went to Italy to his girlfriend's house, he went to the kitchen. He went to the kitchen and he told me that, I'm just wondering because I went to the kitchen and everyone in the kitchen are women. There are women there, and the man just sitting on the couch and reading the newspaper and looking at the television. And I say, it's similar like in Indonesian. So yeah, we have like a similar situation socially in Italy and Indonesia. Jadi di Italia sama Indonesia tuh mirip ya kulturnya, di mana orang perempuannya itu di dapur gitu kan, laki-lakinya itu di.
Ayo, Pak Sunanto cari orang Italia, Pak
Iya
Sunanto.
nggak sih Pak? Kalau istrinya masak, Bapak di mana? Nggak mungkin kayaknya. Aku nggak percaya. Oh iya ya, oh tak kira bantu nyicipin masakannya enggak ya. Jadi mirip ya kondisinya sama kita, dan di pendidikannya itu ternyata juga mirip. Jadi kita itu kan kembali kepada filosofi pendidikan kita gitu kan. Sekarang ini nih di PPG, di S1, S2, S3 dikembalikan ke sana. Nah, dia itu melihat kalau di Eropa itu ada kesenjangan yang sangat nyata ya. Misalnya di negara dia merasa bahwa itu kondisi pendidikannya itu kan terlalu teoretikal. Ternyata yang dia maksud terlalu teorik itu adalah karena pendidikannya itu lebih kepada mengenal kultur, filosofi, terus nilai-nilai budaya lokal, muatan lokal. Waduh, ini harus saya ganti apa ya? S2 Dikdas ini. Tapi ternyata itu malah membuat mereka itu, dia khawatir generasinya itu tertinggal secara teknologi dan lain-lain gitu ya. Nah, sedangkan di Itali itu sama dengan di Polandia kata dia. Nah, dia punya teman orang Swedia, yang di Swedia itu mirip di Finlandia, di mana pendidikannya itu sangat praktikal, sangat praktis, menyelesaikan masalah sehari-hari. Jadi ada mata pelajaran itu yang judulnya menjahit, terus apa namanya, what did the units that you told us in Sweden? In Sweden, yeah. What's the name of the subjects? Yeah.
Even house maintenance, like DIY, so like car bricolage, things like that. Even asking for a bank account, like very practical things.
Nama pelajarannya itu juga sangat praktis ya, seperti bagaimana memelihara rumah gitu ya, terus mereparasi sepeda itu diajarin di sekolah gitu. Karena kan sehari-hari mereka itu begitu. Nah, menurut dia dengan praktis-praktis seperti itu bisa mengajarkan siswa itu cara untuk menyelesaikan masalah sehari-hari secara praktikal kan gitu ya. Kalau dikasih teori aja kan dia nggak tahu caranya benerin ban sepeda ya, padahal dia tiap hari naik sepeda misalnya gitu. Nah itu dia kasih contoh, itu bagus banget itu kurikulumnya, sehingga nanti ketika anak itu sudah merasa percaya diri untuk hidup ya, dia bisa menyelesaikan masalah hidupnya sendiri, nggak tergantung sama orang lain, baru dia akan bisa dengan percaya diri mencari ilmu-ilmu lain yang dia butuhkan, yang dia itu tertarik untuk mengambil ilmu tersebut gitu. Jadi kayaknya yang satu terlalu ekstrim ke teori gitu kan, yang satunya lagi terlalu ekstrim ke praktis ya. Jadi ya, we look at in this.
From my perspective, this is a kind of reflection of Western society a little bit. So I think we pretend too much to be higher, and studying something like too high without the basic competencies that we need in life. So always like higher, higher, always so much information, and like I told you, the Finnish, the Scandinavian approach is they just take everything, life and education, easier. So yeah, no one is born already known. So everybody needs just to learn slowly. So in that way, you can have a solid learning. But if you put always too much information, it's like a spoon. When the spoon is full, it doesn't learn, it doesn't take anymore. And I think this maybe can create firstly, it can create like frustration because the student will struggle to learn. It will be stressful. It will be stressful also for teachers because they will have students not motivated to follow them. But also, maybe it will also transmit to students that they are not adequate, that they need to run more, they need to study always more, always more. So it it will give that let's say society pressure that they are not doing enough, they need to do more, they have to have a fuller agenda, they have to study more, they have to run. It's like this pressure that I think this society is living now.
Ya, jadi dia menggambarkan kalau oh, Pak, kamu ngerasani aku dadakno. Jadi menurut dia itu ada ya itulah ke pendidikan di Eropa itu ya, gapnya itu besar sekali. Jadi ada yang pendekatannya itu sangat pelan gitu ya, kayak Finnish sama Skandinavian itu belajarnya itu pelan tapi basic, sehingga orang itu belajar itu dinikmati gitu ya, sehingga pada akhirnya dia juga akan terus belajar gitu karena dia menyenangi belajar itu. Tapi kalau kita itu ngasih siswa itu terlalu banyak, dia itu ngasih analogi seperti spons itu ya, spons itu kalau dikasih kebanyakan kan akhirnya ya keluar semua itu, pada satu titik akhirnya siswa itu merasa kurang, merasa ini kok aku masih belum bisa ini, yang dia fokuskan itu apa yang dia belum bisa, sampai pada akhirnya dia kelelahan, stres dan seterusnya, pada satu titik dia berhenti belajar gitu ya. Kalau dia sudah dewasa, dia udah enough, aku udah nggak mau belajar lagi gitu kan. Nah yang perlu diciptakan kan suasana belajar yang membuat siswa itu mau belajar terus walaupun dia sudah dewasa kan ya, menjadikan pembelajaran sepanjang hayat gitu kan. Nah ini yang menarik ya, ini saya alami ya sebagai korprodi, susah banget cari mahasiswa karena mereka sudah nggak mau belajar setelah bekerja. Curhat. Oke, Prof Nadi. Or Prof. Suryanti, do you have any question or comments?
Thank you, Bu Neni. Sorry, I move with mobile phone. I'm curious about the curriculum development or curriculum implementation in Italy because, as you know, in Indonesia,
Prof, hilang Prof mau ngomongin Indonesia nggak boleh, Prof. Prof Nadi hilang.
curriculum. How about Italy? Okay, thank you.
Prof tadi hilang, Prof diulang lagi, Prof. Pas
Hilang?
ngomongin Indonesia, tit hilang, Prof.
Oh ya. Yeah, in Indonesia, generally speaking, every 5 years we have a new curriculum. So my question, how about Italy? Is there same regulation or different regulation about curriculum in your country? Dengar ya, Bu Neni ya.
Clear, Prof. Thank you.
I think the biggest change we had of curriculum was what I told you before, that we implement 500 hours of internship work during the high school, during the 3 last years of high school. And that was in 2018. So it's, yeah, almost 6 years. So I think more or less the biggest implementation of our curriculum is about, yeah, 5-6 years ago. Yeah. And um, actually quite often, but I mean this change, as I said, was the biggest in the structure in the but we quite change often the exams of the high school. So every 2 or 1 years, we change our exam approach. For example, when I graduated, there was the the approach of the final exam for for the high school diploma was a kind of uh, I don't know, TV show where the students had a file with numbers, and they had to pick these files, and inside they would find a picture, a formula. I don't know if it was a musical school, maybe some songs, some Spartits, and around that they had to build a topic for the oral exam. So mainly the structure of the let's say the curriculum is always the same, but in the last year we are still finding the best way to examinate our high school students for the last exam. Yeah, yeah. That's the only thing we change very often.
Is the political agenda involved in the curriculum changing in your country?
Yes,
Itu ya Prof
yes.
ya yang mau ditanyakan ya Prof. Terkait politik ya Prof.
Yes, yes.
Because here in Indonesia, if we change our presidents and we change our minister of education, then the curriculum will change.
Yes, it's like that actually, and I think the last Ministry of Education, I personally think it's not that that appropriate. So now in Italy we have a very far right, the far rightest government since our dark time of Mussolini. So sometimes the Ministry of Education is a little bit strange for my opinion. Like once he told that I don't know kind of humiliation and bullyism it's not a problem, and humiliation and things like that are part of the kind of growing of one person. So I think that the last Minister of Education is yeah, a little bit I don't know.
Eh, sama ya, jadi politik juga mempengaruhi pergantian kurikulum di Italia, cuman dia bilang secara struktur sih nggak terlalu banyak perubahan gitu. Nah kalau yang dia rada curcol ya menterinya yang sekarang dia nggak suka sama pendekatannya. Nggak usah ikut curcol. Oke. Ya Prof Nadi belum dibunyikan Prof. Mau ngomong apa Prof?
Enggak, tadi apa? Sulini tadi nama menterinya. Tadi saya tadi sempat mendengar tadi.
Iya. What's the name of
Mussolini kayak jenderalnya itu.
Now,
Mussolini.
sorry, don't remember. But can I quickly? I don't know. Can I? I mean, you. I would Google it. So yeah, I leave like homework to find Italian educational minister. Sorry for that. Sorry. But you know, this is my fourth day in Surabaya in this university, and so my brain is like over. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry for that.
Ya, ya, thank you, Mr. Ben.
Thank you Prof Nadi. Mau tanya lagi Pak Nanto. Pak Nanto seneng banget tanya sama Ben ya. Nanti tak kasih me time ya sama Ben ya. Ibu-ibu dong bunyi. Yuk. Yang di Zoom juga boleh di chat room. Chat room, chat box silakan. Apa? Tak mau tanya lagi. Ya dia mau tanya Bu Ben. Iya. Gak apa-apa. Yeah, you experience so many curriculum in your country, right? Like curriculum A, B, or C. Which one do you prefer? Or do you have another ways of developing the curriculum, your own curriculum, if you can say that? Namanya siapa Bu? Ben mau kenal. Oh, Desi asked. Okay.
So you mean in the school system? You are free to choose when you can in some particular school to.
I mean that you have experienced so many curriculum changing in your country. Which curriculum do you prefer?
I think like slowly we are getting to the most stable and efficient one. So yeah, like I said, they are finding a solution for just the final exams, but then for the rest, I think it's quite efficient. So I think that the last curriculums, sorry, in detail, I don't remember it specifically, but the last curriculum are quite efficient comparing to the others. But the point is that maybe the old system need to change a little bit and maybe adopt a more realistic approach, like I said. Just that, but for the rest, I think we are making progress.
the last exam that you mentioned that's changing over time, it's like 1 or 2 years changing. Which type of exam that you prefer? Yeah.
Um, I think it's a good approach would be just having from 3 to 4 writing exams about the main topics of the school, for example, and make this question as interdisciplinary as possible. For example, I find very efficient the questions of scientific lyceums. They combine often physics with mathematics, so you have to solve like big interdisciplinary problems. And then, yeah, just do like I did this in that kind of TV show approach. So just from somewhere to some input to build with your creativity interdisciplinary explanation. And I think, yeah, just school should give you the tools for make you a critical thinker and problem solver, and then you can, yeah. So I mean, you need a good combination between writing and oral exams, and a good interdisciplinary, I think, of them. Yeah, yes. But I mean, not to always that you don't have to force and overstress the students with this exam. Always something like balanced.
Ya, jadi kalau dia Bu Desi katanya nggak ada yang dipilih. Soalnya secara struktur itu walaupun berganti itu tetap gitu loh. Menurut dia itu tetap aja gitu. Pendekatannya itu terlalu teoretikal itu loh. Jadi kalaupun misalnya dia bisa memilih untuk model kurikulum yang ada di negaranya itu bisa lebih baik, itu kalau bisa dibuat lebih praktikal lagi, nggak terlalu teoritis gitu ya, menurut dia. Nah, kalau kan dia tadi menjelaskan kalau kurikulumnya itu berganti sesuai political agenda ya setiap 5 atau 6 tahun sama kayak kita. Dan itu secara struktur enggak, tapi yang berganti setiap 1 atau 2 tahun itu adalah model last examnya untuk yang kayak UMP apa sih? UNAS untuk yang SMA. Nah, model UNAS untuk SMA itu variasi banget pergantiannya. Jadi dia cerita yang terakhir itu modelnya tuh kayak TV show gitu loh. Jadi siswanya tuh milih kartu, nanti di kartu itu ada gambar, terus secara oral siswanya itu diminta untuk menjelaskan gambar tersebut. Nah, ketika menjelaskan gambar tersebut memang nanti dinilai kreativitasnya, adakah interdisiplin yang disebutkan dalam memaknai gambar tersebut dan seterusnya. Jadi sangat open ended ya pertanyaannya, dan itu dipresentasikan oleh siswanya. Ini yang model terbaru. Tapi kalau dia boleh pilih, dia maunya itu kalau exam itu ya 4 aja lah pertanyaannya gitu ya. Tapi ada writingnya dan ada oralnya gitu supaya dan pertanyaannya itu kalau bisa interdisiplin, tidak hanya melibatkan satu disiplin ilmu dalam satu pertanyaan, tapi bisa diselesaikan dengan beragam disiplin ilmu sehingga bisa dilihat dari situ. Itu kalau pilihan last examnya. Oke, udah ya, cukup ya. Oh, ada lagi yang mau tanya loh. One more ya. Ya, Ibu silakan. Yang di Zoom nggak ada yang tanya ini, bobok semua. Bu Kristi, senyum-senyum Bu Kristi ya. Nanti saya beri satu kesempatan yang di Zoom ya. Ya, silakan Ibu. Is there any certain exam to enter elementary school in, primary school in your country? Because we just check. So Bu siapa Bu? Bu Nilam checked in the internet that your current PISA score is very good for literacy. It's in 20 rank, and for numeracy in 30. So how do you get it in your educational system? Do you know PISA score? No, oh dia nggak tahu PISA. So PISA, PISA is just how to explain it. Yeah, you know PISA, right? Not pizza. International literacy and numeracy and science. Yeah. So, and your country is very high rank in the world, while we are. Yeah. Yeah. Higher, yeah. How come? How come?
I mean,
Explain.
maybe I am too focused on the negative sides, but yeah, I mean, Italy has a very high ranking in education, but the fact is, I think, I personally find if I have to find some coins, are that we have to let's say theoretical approach, just that. But besides that, we have a nice yeah, nice educational system. Yeah, like I said, we uh, from where I know, the Italians are searched abroad for in universities, in yeah. Also because I think in Italy there are not so many opportunities due to the fact I told you that there isn't a fast generation yeah, changing, yeah, but actually yeah, a nice system.
Analisis ternyata ada bagusnya ya kata dia gitu. Tadi terlalu fokus sama negatifnya. Iya, iya. Oke. Ya, oke, silakan. Oh ya, one more. Oke.
Another thing I want to say is that in Italy there is a very little, maybe inexistent, a gap between private schools and public schools. Yeah. So to get a really good academic background and education, you don't need to spend money. You can get it easily with a public system. So that's, I think, the best side. And yeah, there are like just private school maybe that you can do some years. I don't know if here is there is that approach that if you don't pass 1 year, you can go to private school and do 2 years in one. But for the rest, no, the private school are quite rare, and people if uh, that is usually in the high school. High school, yeah.
Mungkin menurut dia karena gapnya antara yang negeri dengan yang swasta itu nggak terlalu tinggi di sana. Terus sekolah swasta itu juga jarang banget. Nah, sedangkan kualitas negerinya itu sama dengan kualitas sekolah swasta gitu. Kurang lebihnya sama. Itu yang menjadikan mungkin pendidikannya itu literasi numerasinya bagus gitu ya. Sudah, Pak. Nanti kamu tak kasih. Ah. Oh. Do you like sport? What kind of sport?
I like football and mountain bike.
Ayo. Hoki
Hoki,
suka.
no, sorry.
Oh, diajak hoki ya. right. Is there any comment from Zoom? One comment or one question? Ada? Bu Lina senyum-senyum aja, Bu Kristi juga tuh. Udah, nggak ada. Oke. So we closing down now, everybody.
Christy right now.
Hah?
Christy want to ask.
Oh ya, Bu Kristi.
Oh, maaf, Bun.
Ya,
Ya,
open your
terima
mic.
kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Mohon izin, Bu Neni, saya kurang paham dengan bahasa Inggris, jadi saya langsung tanya aja. Mohon bantuannya. Saya tertarik sekali dengan pengajaran yang di Italia tadi. Kan banyak tentang kultur budayanya, bahkan pembelajarannya sifatnya sederhana ya untuk anak-anak. Bahkan itu untuk kehidupan nyata sehari-hari supaya mereka itu lebih nyaman untuk menghadapi permasalahan yang ada di lingkungan sekitarnya. Nah, di sini yang saya tanyakan untuk sistem penilaian dan evaluasi siswa itu di sana diatur secara bagaimana? Itu saja. Asesmennya terutama. Ya, itu
Asesmen yang
saja.
sehari-hari atau yang untuk SD ya, Bu ya?
Iya, tentu saja untuk di bidang SD.
Ya,
Itu
ya, ya.
saja, Ibu. Terima kasih.
Ya, terima kasih, Bu. So, what about the assessment in elementary education, in primary education? Is there any like national assessment or daily assessment, or what kind of assessment that the students do?
In elementary school, no, but we but we have it another assessment in the secondary high school. Is always kind of format of the some multidisciplinary writing tests and oral tests. So it's I think it's
There is no test in elementary education, in elementary school?
at the
Not at all?
you mean at the end of the
During the process, how do you know that student achieve something?
Sorry, I didn't understand. Yeah, there are. Yeah, it's it's no, I'm fine. Thank you. The grades are from 0 up to 10. Yeah, and
How often students get the test?
I think every big section of program topics, like I think every 3 weeks usually. Yeah, but obviously that then it's up to the teacher. For example, an approach that I like is just for make the students being more active in the lesson is maybe taking notes about the active students, give them some additional points, that there's some rewards like that. Yeah, I think that's the best approach.
Ya, jadi ada tesnya setiap 3 pekan gitu ya, ada. Tapi yang dikasih reward sama gurunya itu bukan hasil tesnya, tapi kalau siswanya aktif, siswanya baik, itu baru dapat reward gitu. Nah, ya udah, monggo dipikir sendiri ya, karakter. Kan Bapak suka kan dikasih hadiah ya? Ya, saya juga suka, tapi Bapak belum ngasih ya. Oh, gimana sih? Baik Bapak Ibu, daripada saya makin ngelantur. Makasih Bu Kristi sudah mewakili S2 Dikdas untuk bertanya ya. Terima kasih Bapak Ibu semua yang hadir, baik dari Zoom maupun yang sudah hadir di sini. Terima kasih atas waktunya. Prof. Nadi, Prof. Suryanti, terima kasih kehadirannya. Mungkin ini adalah akhir gitu ya yang saya harus lakukan untuk menutup acara ini. Namun izinkan kami sebelumnya untuk memberikan a little bit appreciation for you, Ben, because you are willing to do this discussion with us. Thank you very much. Kata deh aku. Foto dong, foto. Gimana sih? Kamu duduk. Jadi keren kan ya. Aku jadi ingat temanku orang Belanda. Saya tak ketutupan. Enggak apa, aku udah biasa. Thank you very much, Ben.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Oh ya. Bapak Ibu di Zoom silakan dinyalakan kameranya, kita foto bersama. Nanti tunggu ya, nanti bareng-bareng di depan. Yo, Bu Dwi, Bu Berda, Bu Lina, yo dinyalakan kameranya. Bu Kristi jangan bergaya dulu, belum saya hitung. Pak Nanto, Bu Hardika, Bu Elis, semua nyalakan kameranya ya. Tuh, seperti Bu Dian udah senyum ya. Bu Berda, halo Bu Dwi. Wah, ini sambil ngomong anaknya ini Bu Dwi ini. Oke, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. The second layer, no? Yeah. One more for the next page. Ada kan? Oke. Jadi ya, Bapak Ibu 1, 2, 3. Wah, Bu Lina langsung gitu. Hai. Rame aja. Giliran ngono cek rame ini, Masya Allah. Baik, Bapak Ibu, terima kasih yang di Zoom meeting akan kami akhiri acara hari ini. Terima kasih atas kehadirannya. Thank you very much, Ben, for your present today. It's really like a real present for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat sore, Bapak Ibu. Yang di sini foto dulu ya.